Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearable Traders.
Hey everyone, Robert H here.
And today we both had a trade on ROKU that we want to share with you. Robert took it at the open and I took it later in the mid-morning. So I just want to kind of go over how we took these trades at different times and how we played it out. So I'm going to let Robert go first since he took his trade at the open.
Yeah, so ROKU gapped up pretty big, made the pre-market gappers list. What was the news on this thing, Carlos?
Yeah, it was increased subscriptions, and actually talking about news. Again, we have a great feature that was added today to the chat room, the Benzinga news. So now you can see that right on the chat room. You can click on a ticker and see what the news is for that ticker throughout the day with timestamps. And you can also just have it open and see what news comes up on that Benzinga. So yeah, this ROKU had definitely increased subscriptions, and that's what made it gap up today.
Yeah, so even though it gapped up, there was pretty big volume and action in the pre-market. This is what I saw when I sat down in the morning. I saw this huge bull flag forming on the 15-minute chart. On the 5, it kind of looked like this flat top, and then on the 2, it looked like this. So as you guys know, I've been taking these 2-minute opening range breakouts. I waited for the first candle to close and just went long right at 37. I put my stop down here, below that candle. It popped up about 50-60 cents, which is not enough for me to take a first partial just yet, considering that I was risking probably about 50 cents. So I held through this little pullback. As you can see, it just got bought up at the whole number and at the moving averages. Couldn't even touch the VWAP. That's how strong it was. And then as soon as I saw it make this flag, I knew we were probably going to go for another pump, another leg up. Scaled out here, 38 and a quarter. And then we kind of got into this consolidation chop. It made me a little bit nervous because you want to see these things kind of continue on with momentum, right? So this was about 20 minutes of chop sideways, and I took off some more here, and then finally I just got out right here, which I think is right when you got in, Carlos. I might have sold my shares to you.
I think you sure did. So here's my entry right around this area as well. So in the morning I was trading other stuff, so I didn't have ROKU on my watch at that time. I'm on my main screen. But what I did here is that again, it started building where you got out this consolidation. I saw that as a possible, again, just kind of this bull flag building here. And when I saw this big move here, I waited for the pullback. I did not get the best entry. A better entry would have been right here. But in waiting for this pullback, I got in for a good risk to reward. So I had to survive several pullbacks on this one here. And then finally did pop up, breaking the newer highs. And that's where I started to take profits. And if you look at the 1-minute chart, same as you, again, this stock can really move against you. So it's something you don't want to hold for too long once you're taking profits. Obviously, not knowing that it was going to go on this crazy run that it did later on and throughout the day. But the minute it made new highs, I started taking profits out. I had this level here at 39.56. So when it got there, I took most of it out. But then on the sell-off, the minute it looked like it was going to crash below this moving averages here, I took everything out because just like you, this ROKU stock can really move against you really fast. So again, after moving up so much, I was concerned that the fun was over and it was going to come back down to these levels. Unfortunately, me and you both sold way too early, and this thing became just parabolic, really.
Yeah, these are the types of moves where you really can't predict where it's going to stop. I mean, I had this 41 moving average from the daily chart, and I didn't think it was going to make it there. $4 or $5 is a lot to run, but the thing just kept trending up. These are the types of trades where if you do have a little bit left, it's okay to let it run and maybe wait for some signal of a reversal. But I just had so few shares left, it wasn't worth my time to sit here.
Yeah, same here. It wasn't worth my time to sit through a pullback. Again, not thinking it was going to go up a couple of bucks. So that's our recap for today. But before we get out of here, Robert, I want to ask you about this 2-minute chart because there's a lot of people that have a lot of interest in the change that you have made from the 1-minute to the 2-minute. So if you could give the viewers a little insight on what's going on with the 2 minutes and how is it working out for you better than the 1 minute.
Yeah, so the 2-minute chart, I started using this about a month or two ago. What I was finding was that the 1 minute was just too noisy for me. A lot of the price action there, there's a lot of chop. A lot of it is wicks and things that don't really represent what's happening. So the 2-minute chart, I find that it respects the moving averages more, longer time frame obviously, so there's more meaning into engulfings, higher highs, higher lows. And it's been really working out for me. Some other people in the room, I think Norm's switching to it, Kurt, Sony, some other people have also mentioned that as well. So that's what I've been doing, Carlos.
All right, great. So I'm sorry, guys. So this is our recap. Again, we both traded the same stock, ROKU, at different time frames. Both worked out. We both wish we would have held it longer. But again, this type of move, you just can't predict that something's going to take off like this and go up for a few bucks. So that's it from our end, guys. Hope you enjoyed this recap on Roku. Hope to talk to you guys soon and see you in the chat room tomorrow. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter @BearableTraders to keep up with the latest updates about our community.